vibe through here, I'll tell you that much. Like without a light, it's a different vibe.
Yeah.
If there are any spirits here with us tonight, we're able to cross these rods over in front of me. They're like really active, man. Like, you can feel them. So to the female spirit we're communicating to, is your name Kelly by any chance? If it is, are you able to make both rods swing to my far right? If your name is Kelly. Alright, so we're speaking to Kelly. Kelly, would you feel more comfortable talking to me perhaps on my own? If so, are you able to move both rods to my left again? That was quick.
Yeah.
Kelly, do you mean me any harm if I go through on my own? If you mean to cause me harm, are you able to make both rods go to my right?
Well, guys, we're alone. It's kind of creepy. Some of you may be wondering at home, are these guys insane? Brendan's just, what, hanging out in in a renowned place, a place known for murders, somewhere where a person's been murdered, bodies dumped, some pretty horrible things have happened here, and he's here by himself. Yeah, but in the grand scheme of things, Rick is currently driving down the most haunted road in Australia after communicating with the spirit that said it means him harm. So out of the two of us, I think I'm doing pretty well. I think Rick drawed the short straw in this one, which I'm fine with. But at the same time, I'll just show you guys here. Yeah, the creek is right there. So like how it kind of worked is that there was a man here. I think this place was renowned or known as well back in the day for a meetup, a hookup. And it was known for people who batted for the same team, I guess you could say. And what happened was that the man that was down here shot him with a crossbow and killed him. And then afterwards he came back and chopped up the body and disposed of it in the river. Eventually it was found out that what happened, and the guy who murdered him, his, I think, girlfriend helped him out to do it. There was also a girl here that's been murdered, like some gnarly stuff that's happened throughout the years. And now, in 2020, with everything that's horrible going on and how bad the year keeps going, I'm now wandering through here by myself. Fortunately, I have you guys here with me and to watch my back, I guess. There's like this field here. Someone once commented on one of our posts saying that there's been other bodies that have been dumped here throughout the years. And dumped in like some bushes over here somewhere. So I'm just gonna head over there and have a bit of a look. It just sucks for me right now because this light here is completely blinding me. So I can't see anything. So then when I look away, it's like I'm seeing what I'm looking at for the first time. I was waiting for someone to be standing there. I'll turn it around so you guys can kind of see. That's the thing, if something happens, Rick can just drive and get away. If something happens to me, I got my legs, that's about it.
Alrighty guys. Brendan, good luck mate. I hope you don't get abducted or something by some freaking ghost, man. Oh, dude, it's a different vibe on your own, I'll tell you that much. Now I've also got Necrophonic playing, which I'll pop on now for you guys. I'm just gonna attempt to see if I can again communicate with Kelly, see if she's around. So I'm going to put necrophonic on. If there are any spirits here with us right now, if I'm speaking to the spirit, Kelly, are you able to give me a clear sign? Yes. Kelly, I was speaking to you earlier and you mentioned that you'd mean me harm if I came here on my own. Why was that? Why do you want to harm people coming through this road? It said haunted. I swear that just said haunted. I'm on my own. I'm on my own. It's just me here. Just me and you. If you'd like to make yourself known, feel free to. To give me any more clear signs. Sit down. No. Feel free to give me any clear EVPs. Dude, this is creepy as shit. Why do you still haunt this place, Kelly? Is there a reason that you still stay here? Again, I'm just getting a lot of I'm getting a lot of strange noises through, obviously, but again, a lot of it's so hard to make out. Haunted. I swear that just said haunted. Is this road haunted?
Here.
It said here. Is this road haunted right here? Where we are right now? Go. In the direction? Am I going in the right direction? Am I going towards you? Come. Come. It just said come. Am I coming towards you? Am I going in the right way? But yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, it's creepy through here, but the only thing we've really gotten is the dowsing rods moving. I mean, that's all we've had. We've just had the dowsing rods work. Necrophonic is always super active, and it's hard. It's hard to just rely just off necrophonic alone. It is creepy as hell, and I mean, some of the answers I got were pretty creepy, but I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to see, like, I really just want to see something. You know what I mean? I want to see something. I hope Brendan's doing alright down there. I'm almost back to Brendan now, so we'll see how he's doing, but I just want to see something with my own two eyes here. You know, I want proof. You know, I want you guys to see too. Like, that's why we're doing this stuff. We want to see if this is all real. Is it just wives' tales here? Is it real? Who knows? Who knows?
Well, guys, just checking in. I'm still at Deep Creek Reserve. I don't know how long it's been. Feels like ages. I think we have to come to the conclusion that Ricky's no longer a part of ETFW. Kelly must have got him. So from now on, this channel is known as ET. A really eerie place. I mean, like, just thinking back on our very first episode, like the very first investigation that we did, you know, I've come back to where it was. You know, it was the very first time that either of us did this. Like, it was a bit weird. We talked about it and we watched videos of people doing it, and we were like, well, I mean, we can do that. And you know, we at the same time we kind of find out if it's real or if it's fake, and it's very real. Never would have thought, you know, it'd end up where we are now. Just out of curiosity, just a bit of fun, and you know, we do this now, which is awesome. But you know, it's also very humbling being able to communicate with spirits and people who are gone, who are past, and you know, it kind of reminds you to make the most out of life while you can, you know. So yeah, that spot down that way is really creepy. Like, a lot of really weird noises, and like I said, like a really creepy, eerie feeling down there. You know, something horrible has happened here. Not like the feelings that you get where someone's watching you, or like someone's there with you. It just like a really horrible feeling of like, this is a place that's like some bad things have happened, like, you know, an evil place. So we'll head back there probably when Rick gets back, and maybe try a bit of an investigation down there, maybe see if we can communicate with the spirit that we first communicated with when we were here. You know, hopefully hopefully that spirit's still here to talk. If he's not, maybe he's passed, that's good. But if he's here, hopefully he'll come out and have a chat with us. I thought I heard someone like stepping right beside me. Well, hopefully Rick will be back soon. He's been gone maybe like 30 minutes, maybe, give or take. I don't know. Anyway, I'll check back with you later. Alright. Is that not the most beautiful and majestic thing you have ever seen? Well, I've ever seen.
Last mission accomplished, boys. We made it. Back in one piece. Let's carry out the mission. Let's get the job done. Let's get out of here.
Oh, guys, he's back. Thank God.
I don't know, was it enough to say that like Wakehurst Parkway is like haunted? I kept asking for evidence, but I don't know, man. You guys are going to have to tell us in the comments, you know what I mean? What do you guys think?
Well, I found a pretty creepy spot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Down there, where I think the murder happened and the bodies have been dumped.
Yeah.
Which I reckon would be awesome to do. Well, not awesome, but would be a good spot for an investigation, maybe.
We head down to your spot where you're thinking to do an investigation. Let's find out if this place is haunted.
Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure this here is where not only the murder happened, but also the body was dumped, or possibly bodies have been dumped.
Pretty damn cool.
What
this must all be like full at some point.
Yeah, it is.
This must all like fill up at some point. There's a waterfall over here. So hard for you guys to see. Come on, baby G.
And you see what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's kind of secluded, and it kind of makes sense if this is where it happened. Plus, from the stuff that we've read and the comments in our videos in the past, this is supposedly where the murder happened and the bodies have been dumped. But saying that, do you get any feelings here? What kind of feelings do you get here?
I don't know. It's
the moon.
Oh, it's the moon. I'm looking at it through the trees, man. Yeah, it's pretty creepy, man. I don't know yet. I don't really get many feelings yet, but who knows? Maybe when we start investigating, I reckon we jump into it. Yeah. Brendan, last time that we were here, used the dowsing rod, so it only seems right that you jump into it. Let's see what we get. We don't know. Alrighty, let's do it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, after you, man.
Alright. If there is anyone here at all with us right now, and you wish to communicate, can you please cross the rods over in front of me, please? We mean you no harm. We only wish to know your story and perhaps ask some questions.
You know what? It's really hesitant. Remember the first time?
Yeah.
They were really slow to act.
Thank you for crossing the rods over in front of me and letting me know that you're here. Thank you for coming out and saying that you'd like to communicate with us. Again, like we said, we only wish to communicate and know your story. If you're a male spirit, are you able to move both of these rods to my far left? If you're a female, can you move both rods to my far right?
Male?
Yeah. Thank you for letting me know. I'm curious, are you lingering here in this place because you died here? Or is it because you have happy memories of this place? If you did die here, and that is why you linger here, are you able to widen both rods outwards? If you're here because you have happy memories and this is where you want to be, can you cross both rods in front of me?
That was pretty quick to react.
Well, they were moving before I even asked the second question. That's about as perfectly wide,
wide as you can get it.
I'm curious, about 9 months ago, we came here to communicate, to see if anyone was here. and we communicated with a spirit at that time. If this is the same spirit that we're talking to, are you able to cross both rods over in front of me? If it's not the same spirit and it's a different one, you can just leave the rods where they are.
So slow. They're going. Don't be shy.
Again, like I said, we mean no harm. And as you saw last time that we were here, if you are the same spirit, we mean you no harm. We've returned to this place to talk to you. And perhaps help if we can. They're like acting like a magnet.
Yeah. That's crossed.
Yeah. Well, it's good to speak to you again. I'm glad that you have come out to talk to us and that you're happy to talk to us. If the spirit that we speak to right now, if this is Stephen, the person who was killed here with a crossbow, are you able to move both rods to point to my far right? If it's not that spirit, if you're a different spirit, are you able to point both rods to my far left, please?
It's him.
Yeah.
Same spirit.
Exact same spirit still here. Stephen, we're curious. The place that we stand right now, is this where the murder happened? Is this where you died and your body was desecrated the way it was? If it is, are you able to just move the left rod to my far left so that both rods face outwards? What the hell was that?
Stick crack or something.
I'd need to ask again because that made me jump and the rods moved. Again, Stephen, if this is the place where you were murdered and your body was desecrated and left, are you able to widen both rods outwards for me? If it's not, you can just leave the rods where they are.
That's outwards.
You know what I'm liking? Is how precise he's doing it
Yeah.
as well. Like, that's like perfectly flat. I'm really sorry to hear that, Stephen. It is really unfortunate what happened to you, and honestly, it's horrible, and we are both really, really sorry about what happened. We're curious, the reason that you linger here, is it because that you're stuck? Is it because that you're just unable to move on? You feel like you can't? If that's the case, are you able to point both rods to my far right? If that's not the case, that's another reason, perhaps. Are you able to point both rods to my far left?
Stuck?
Yeah, it's to the far right. He's stuck here. He's stuck.
Is he stuck because of the events from when he was murdered? Has his energy imprinted itself onto the land?
That's what I was going to ask.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that even a thing? Is that just a myth? You know what I mean? Or is that what actually happens?
I'll ask him. We'll find out, I guess.
Negative energy, you know?
Stephen, Ricky here made a good point. We're curious. Is the reason that you're stuck here, is it because of what happened? Is it acting as an anchor for you to stay here? If that's the case, can you point both rods to my far right? If it's not the case, and that's not true, can you point both rods to my far left, please?
some people believe that they are stuck in that exact moment, constantly
reliving
replaying
it.
that moment.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Like a
Is
psychic,
he stuck
like a
here in
psychic
that cycle,
trauma.
replaying that same tragic moment?
Yeah, maybe.
You know? So a lot of people believe that is like what makes spots haunted, or
Yeah. So even if that's the case, as Ricky mentioned here, are you stuck here reliving that moment? And is that what's causing your trouble and your pain and yourself? Do you hear that?
yeah, it's kind of faint though. Can't really see anything. I'm gonna keep going.
Stephen, as Ricky mentioned, is the thing that's making you stay here, holding you here, making you linger, is that causing you to relive that moment? You're constantly in a cycle where it keeps happening to you. If that's the case, can you point both rods to my far left? If that's not the case, can you cross the rods in front of me?
That was quick.
Yeah.
So it is.
Stephen, these noises that we're hearing around us right now, are they you? If it is you, can you point both rods at Ricky so that the tips are pointing directly at him? If it's not you, can you just widen the rods for me, please? Don't be shy, Stephen. That's putting
No,
my-
you can't get that any more accurate.
I feel bad for him. Like, he's stuck here. He can't move on.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Yeah, I know. Like, essentially reliving.
Ask him, is
What
there
happened?
a way he can move on? Or
That's
is
what I
it
was
never
gonna
ending?
ask, yeah. Stephen, we're curious, is there a way that can help you move on?
Is there a way that you can end that cycle?
Yeah, to end that cycle, to end your eternal suffering. If there is a way that that can happen, can you widen both rods outwards, please? Directly outwards. If it's not, can you cross the rods in front of me?
It's going to be hard to get how. Stephen, the next question I want to ask is, are you able to give us a clear sound, EVP? Maybe if you can speak to us, we'll give you a couple of moments, see if we pick anything up on camera. Is there a way that we can help you?
We decided we're going to ask Stephen if there's anything that we can do to help him. I mean, he's the one that's been here alone for so many years. No one's spoken to him, and for all we know, we're the first people to come across him and be able to speak to him. So we're going to see if there's anything that we can do to help him at least pass or, you know, break this cycle that he's in.
Again, guys, we're not psychics, mediums, or
And we don't claim to be experts in this either.
We don't claim to be experts in this field and define an expert in the paranormal. There is no qualification.
There's no university you can go to.
It's all just experience, you know, and I think we don't believe that we're empaths or anything like that, but if we can help in some way, we
absolutely.
try to.
Yeah.
We try to, but I mean, at the end of the day, what can we do? Who knows? Anyways, let's ask, and if there's something we can do, we'll do it.
Yeah. Stephen, I'm just going to ask one last question, if that's okay. Is there anything that we can do to help you move on, to break this cycle, to help you pass? If there is anything that we can do to help, can you please cross the rods in front of me? If there's nothing we can do, if we can't help you, and this is something that you need to do on your own, can you please widen both rods outwards?
They're widening, like really slowly.
Yeah.
So it's like an internal battle, personal struggle, a personal battle.
Well, I guess it's kind of like, well, there's a lot of
Sad.
like, well, you think of depression, like you can't cure depression.
You have to fight it yourself.
Yeah, it's your inner self that you're fighting, and you have to overcome it yourself. I don't know. I mean, that being said, the only thing we can really do is
What else can we do?
leave with some parting words.
Yeah.
Stephen, thank you for coming out and communicating with us. Thank you for speaking to us again after the first time that we spoke to you. It is really tragic what happened to you, and it's horrible. No one should have to go through that, especially alone. If you are able to pass, we would definitely recommend it. We hope that you do. I'm sure your friends and family miss you. Yeah, they're probably waiting for you. Or at the very least, if there's a place that you can go other than here, you know, a happier place, a better place, we would definitely recommend it.
Exactly.
If you see a light, definitely go towards it. Don't be afraid to let go. That being said, thank you for coming out and speaking to us, and we wish you all the best.
Definitely. Alrighty, guys. I think with that said, I think there's not much else we can do here. I think we call it a night. I think it's safe to say that there is energy here, as you guys see.
Massive amounts of energy. The rods have never been that
precise.
Yeah.
I guess if anyone's here in the area or knows this spot, come down, speak to Stephen perhaps.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what will help him pass.
Have a chat to him. You know,
Yeah.
he's been here for so long by
Seems to
himself.
be friendly, so
Very friendly, and he's been here for so long by himself that maybe just someone coming down just to speak to him.
alrighty guys, so with that said, we're going to wrap this episode up here. We hope you guys enjoyed this small 2-part Wakehurst Parkway investigation series. Can't wait to jump into the next series. We've got some awesome episodes lined up. A bunch of really cool overnights as well. A couple of big locations too. Don't want to let you guys in on everything yet. Want to keep some of it a bit of a surprise. But with that said, we're going to head back to the car. We're going to get out of here. Again, Stephen, thank you for communicating with us, and thank you to everyone who's watching at home, watching on your phones, watching from your computer, TV. You guys mean the world to us. Thank you all for tuning in every single week, and we'll catch you on the next episode. See you guys.
All I want is looking down your phone.